Hi, this is Ken Rolfness with Show Me the Money. If you're watching this video right now, it's because someone cared enough about you to say, hey, listen, we found a way to make money from home, or one of our reps contacted you because you were looking for a way to make money from home, from a home-based business. Now, I'm going to give you just a few quick points. I'm going to talk a little bit fast because there's a lot of information that we have, but the information I'm about to give you could possibly change your life. Now, as for me, I was a factory worker. I retreaded truck tires, and I was living in Brisbane, Australia. I was 31 years old, living with my wife's parents. I didn't know what I was going to do. I got involved with the company, and within 3 months, I was able to fire my boss, and I bought my wife this wonderful 7-bedroom resort-style home in Brisbane, Australia, after 1 year. Now, I'm not saying that you could do that, but I do know the paths, and I do know the steps that it takes, and I'm here to teach you. Now, the reason we developed the Show Me the Money system is because life's not always fair. There's specific statistics out there that kind of opens your eyes. And this is one of them that really kind of bothered me. Did you know that less than 2% of the population make it to the top of any of these home-based businesses? And I learned quickly why. The #1 fear of the human race was speaking in front of people. And all of a sudden you get involved with these home-based businesses, and the first thing they do is they tell you, listen, go talk to your friends and family, get on the phone and call everybody. And all of a sudden you're going, I'm afraid to. And that's not fair. In my opinion, that wasn't. The 2% of people that are really good that make it to the top are those people that can talk. I'm a pretty good talker. I can talk underwater. I've done it before when I was scuba diving. I know that I've got a very lucky gift given to me. But what about the single mother? She's got kids at home, she's out there trying to work, put food on the table, and then we got to tell her that when she gets off home, when she puts the kids to sleep, she's got to go out and do meetings and stuff. And I thought, no, there's got to be a better way. And that's what the Show Me the Money system is. It's a support mechanism to help you to level the playing field, so if you can't talk as good as somebody else, you still have the same opportunity to make money so you can spend time with your family, travel the world, and do the things that you want to do. To be successful in a home-based business, there are a few key elements. One, as you need people to market to. And a lot of the times they tell you just talk to your friends and family, but what happens when you run out of them? Then you might join what's called the NFL club, which means no friends left, because you keep going and talking to them over and over and over again. And so most of the time people then go out and they start to buy leads, or they start to put ads in the newspaper, or they start doing social media, they start doing all these things, and they find that it's very difficult and very expensive. The next thing is you need a way to be able to market to the people. Find a way to get the message to those people out there. The third thing is you need to have a good, solid company. One that's been around for a while, not too long, but not too short. If it's too short, they might crash. And a company that you want that's going to be worldwide. It's got to be in a lot of countries. And it has to have a proven track record to be able to say that it's paid a lot of money and that it's got lots of trips, hundreds of $millions in trips and travel and all that. You want solidness. And you also want a company that has a first-to-market product. And then the last thing that you need is you need a way to put it all together. You need a system that's going to duplicate your efforts, that's not going to have you going to meetings every week or on phone calls all the time. You want something that's going to work for you so that you can spend that quality time with your family. We have the solution for you. You see, first we have Alan Biscani. He is considered one of the greatest joint venture marketers on the planet. In fact, I refer to him the king of joint venture marketing. Not only does he have all these things that he has access to, but he also has deal direct leads. And that company there, about 80% of all leads generated online, they have access to. They've got a database with hundreds of millions of leads, and he gets up to 30 million leads in a month. So all of a sudden, we have the ability to get lots of people to talk to. Next, we have Terrence McMahon, who owns AdTruism LLC. He has had 23 years in call center expertise, technology. He has people all over the world. And what his specialty is take the leads that Alan's company supplies, mixed with the leads that you provide with your friends and family that maybe you don't want to talk to. And what his company does is he goes through, they dial about 30,000 leads a day, and these professional people call on your behalf. So your friends and family, your boss, if you want to put them, we're going to have a way for you to put them into a list. They'll call them for you. That is such an important part of our business, because guess what? If you're afraid of the phone like most people are and talking in front of people, you don't have to. The third thing is that we picked a company. We needed to pick a home-based business with stability. The company we chose is the 4th fastest growing company in recorded history in their first 7 years. The only 3 companies to beat them are Google, Federal Express, and Intel, and they beat everybody else. Sony, Walmart, Nike, everybody. That's what this company did. They also brought a product to the market which was first to market. And in fact, it created this thing called the superfruit industry, and now they've left the superfruit industry and they've gone on to bioactive beverages. The name of the company is Tahishinoni International. It was started in 1996. They have sold more than 100 million bottles to date. That's 20 bottles a minute going out right now. Someplace around the world, somebody's getting this stuff. They have 52 global patents. They're operating in 75 countries. They have nearly 60 human clinical trials, with 14 of them already peer-reviewed.
All right, well, basically what we have here is, on this side here, this is where all the science is done. In fact, there's one of the top scientists in there, Palu, in his Hawaiian shirt. He's Tongan, good friend, brilliant. He's actually the guy who started, getting into the physician's desk reference, so he did the research and all that. And plus the whole team here. On this side is the manufacturing. So we have one of the top scientific facilities that does research on one thing. That's Tahishinoni. In fact, Tahishinoni is the only noni company on the planet that does research. It has a dedicated facility all for that.
In fact, if you go into your doctor's office, they have this thing called the PDR, which is the physician's desk reference. It's kind of like the Bible for doctors. And you look in there and you will see Tahishinoni in there. And most medical people say if it's in there, they trust it. Since 1996, they've sold around $5 billion worth of this amazing product. They paid out nearly $3 billion in commissions. Now that's more than most companies will make in their entire history, let alone pay it out to its people. But they've also spent over $100 million in added incentives in trips. I've been around the world 43 times with my family and many of these trips were paid for by this company. In fact, we've been to Hawaii, Tahiti. I can't name the countries. There's so many countries. And the cruises that you get, the Black Pearl cruise on the Paul Gauguin is one of the most spectacular trips you'll ever be on. And if you choose, we're going to help you get it. Over 4,000 people already have been sent to Tahiti, and currently there are over 200 millionaires created by this company in their first 14 years.
This here is the Tahishinoni International Honors of Recipients. That means people who have made over $1 million in Tahishinoni. Now, to date, I know there's over 200, and they're growing at about 16 new millionaires were added to the list last year. So it's kind of like, all right, are you going to be the next one? Could be.
Annette, over the years, Tahishinoni, I've done a lot of things with them. In fact, I love this cruise here. I've done about 43 trips around the world, and many of them were paid for by Tahishinoni. Could you just basically give us kind of like some of the, I mean, there's lots of money. We know there's lots of money. I think it's almost $3 billion paid out to date. But what other things are there, incentives and trips?
That's one thing I really, really love about Tahishinoni is because we start when a brand new IPC comes on, they immediately can earn cash rewards. It starts as early as Coral Elite, and then as they grow their business and get to Jade and Pearl, Pearl starts cash bonuses of $1,000. Then they get to Diamond Pearl, $5,000, Diamond Pearl Elite, $10,000, and it just grows from there. And it goes to our top award, which $1 million for someone who reaches the Bora Bora level. We're in over 70 countries. We have facilities in North America, in Canada, we have Mexico, all have offices in Sweden and Norway and Germany, Japan. On the popular Xbox game, you can see the facility that we actually own right in downtown Tokyo. We actually own that building. We're not renting it. It is ours, and we're very proud of that. And so you can see that we have a presence in a lot of countries.
And finally, the system, the Show Me the Money system, where we wrap it all together. What we do is, in fact, you're watching this video right now, that's part of the system. The videos that are going to be training, the ones that you're going to see shortly, are talking about all the money, that's all part of the system, and you don't have to do it. We're going to do it on your behalf. That's the importance of having the whole system bundled into one package. So this is basically a nutshell of how it works. The first thing is you'll supply with people that you want to travel the world with. That's what I recommend you do. And we're going to contact them on your behalf. But let's say you didn't even want to do that. We've got leads. Remember Alan Visconti? Remember the king of the joint venture marketing? He's got so many leads that he's going to put into the table and help us mix with the program. The second thing is that we have Terrence McMahon's company. They're going to sit there and they're going to call the people. They're going to follow them. Just like someone contacted you, you're now seeing this. That system is going to go out there. We're going to put all these incentives together. It's going to run fast for you. The third thing is that you're going to get involved with Tahitianoni International. I've even had people that says, I don't want to get into one of those things anymore, but we needed a company that's going to pay the bills and that's going to be around for a long time. And the health benefits, that's a whole nother story that you can find out shortly after this on one of the other video trainings. And then we have the Show Me the Money system that puts it all together. So where do you go from here? If you want to do this on your own, I mean, go out there and get some leads, like a bunch of leads, and get them called, and you have a call center that follows them up, closes them on your behalf. If you were to go and do that, you would spend $25,000 a month. You can call any call center or lead company, and that's what they're going to tell you, $25,000 a month. There is a statistic that says that in direct sales, network marketing, and all that type of business, it costs around $400 to get one person into your business. That means babysitters, dinner, product that you're giving to people, all that. They're saying around $400 just to get one person in. So where do you go from here?